Hey everyone, how are you doing? Happy Friday. Hope everybody's had a great day. Guess what I did today? We went and test drove a car. Well, actually we went back and I let my husband test drive it, and I found the car I want. It's but it's way out of our budget, so I am praying that God's going to send the money for this vehicle, and I will keep y'all informed. I'm Julie with Nothing Is Wasted Designs, and come on in. We're going to do a snowman ornament today. Okay, these are all of the little pieces, and we're going to paint this little guy, and we're going to see where it goes. So let me get everything off of here. All right, this is all right, these are all these little pieces. There's like a ton of little pieces with this, so this is so cute. Y'all, I really like these put them together, that's in a kit and all of that. So, all right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with, this has, we're going to put the background in like a navy blue. What is this color? This looks like a navy. So we're going to do this in a navy. And, okay, here we go. Let's see how much we're going to need. This is going to be like a, kind of like a slate midnight blue. This is pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. And I hope I'm going to be able to see through this to... Yep, looks like I'm going to have just enough paint to paint this, y'all. So this is the background. I guess I could just go around the, I'm not quite sure. No, I think I need to do the whole thing. So here we go. So here we go. I hope I have enough. We're going to find out. Doesn't look like I'm going to have enough, y'all. I may have to grab some water, and we'll make this go a little bit further. Just grab some water. I think that's what we're going to have to do, because otherwise it's not going to make it. All right, just a little bit. We're going to stretch this as far as we can stretch it. Got a little bit more paint in here. I don't have a whole lot more paint in here, but we'll see what's going to happen. So this has got like a little snowman, and he has a branch for, all right, here we go. I'm going to get this wet. Probably could have, I didn't realize that this wasn't going to go as far as I thought it was. Or I would have pulled out one of my own colors. All right, this is looking good. All right, now we've got this section right over here. So I twisted my knee or did something to my knee, y'all, and I have not really been very mobile, if you want to know the truth about it. So that's why I've been off the last couple of days. I'm either lying down, staying off of my knee, or I'm sitting and I don't want to get up to move. So, but tonight I thought, oh, I need to come on here. I miss everyone. So, hope you're having a good Friday. I guess it's a busy Friday tonight, isn't it? I do not celebrate the current holiday, but I know lots of people do. All right, this is going to be good. I think we're going to be good. All right, let me just kind of smooth this out a little bit. I kind of feel like, hang on, I think I want to grab some other color in here. I'm not sure what it is. Let's see what I got. Let's see what I got. This is a dark blue. Let's try it. Let's kind of, maybe this one is closer. Wow, this looks like almost exactly the same color, y'all. Ha! What are the chances of that happening? All right, so here we go. So I'm gonna add, a little bit of this. It is pretty darn close. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of mix this in with it. We're going to give, this is going to be like 2 tones. I think I wished I would have used a different brush. Let me switch brushes. Something this color, this way. This is what we need. All right, I'm going to put that in here, get my brush wet, and yeah, I like this better. We're going to just add a little bit of this other blue in here. Give it kind of a midnight sky. I like this color. It's a little bit brighter. I tend to not go into the grays, you know, like the gray blues or the gray greens. All right, I like that. That's better. Much, much better. Show you what I got. All right, so this is what we got. This is going to be our base. So let's go ahead and dry this. Hold, please. I need to get a pair of tweezers because I've got some brushes. Y'all, it's not going to be too much longer, and the, oh no, it's not. That's just a branch, I think. That's part of the branch. Is it? Yeah. All right, we're good. We're good. We're good. Let's keep on rolling, rolling, rolling. All right. Oh. We need to do a second coat on here. We can do a second coat on here. Alrighty, dighty. Now let's see what we want to do next. Let's see if I like that color. I think I want to add, I'm not done yet. I think I'm not done. So this is where we get to make it our own, right? Even though you get something where all the pieces are together. Oh, let's get my snow. I think I want to go, hold on. I think I want to play with this and see what happens. All right, let's do our Brrr first. Okay, I'm going to take and hold on. We're going to get another brush. Let's grab this one here, and we're going to take, and we are going to go, and we're going to make these little. This is a Brrr, as in it is a cold night out. I feel like I want to make this like a metallic or something. I wonder if I got an idea. I think I want to try and do like maybe some pearlescent or something like that. Maybe mixed in with it. I might do that on a top coat. Huh. Okay, so this is what we have. We got us some Brrr. If I turn it around the other way, you can see it, but you won't see that side. All right, so there's a little Brrr. All right, so I gotta find something shimmery to put on top of this. And I've got some Pearlite. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit of pearl on top of this. And I think that's gonna make it look a little bit more frosty. We want it to be frosty because it's Frosty the Snowman, right? All right, so let's go in here, and I'm going to just take a little bit of this pearlized, and we're going to go over this so that it has a shimmer to it. Anytime you work with like a metallic or like a metallic, you want to do a base coat first. Otherwise, it'll be the metallic will be translucent and you won't get good coverage. So you want to cover it with a flat paint first and then come back over it with whatever metallic that you're going to do. All right, this looks good. So now it's got a little bit of, it kind of looks a little bit more icy. All right, so this is our little guy. Let's see if you can see how shiny that is. All right, so that one is there. And then I am going to, I think I want to grab, what do I want to do? let me get one of these trays here, y'all. Take a little bit of this metallic and a little bit, all right, let me close that up. All right, I'm gonna try and change this background a little tiny bit. And I'm gonna add some of this shimmer in here. All right, let's see what we got. All right, let's see what this does. Oh, yes, yes, yes. This is the deal. This is what it needed. All right, we're going to mix these two together. Get this pearl in here with this dark. And I just want to I want to blend it, kind of mix it together. I like this better. I'm glad I decided to do this, y'all. I know, it just looked a little bit too flat for Frosty. Frosty needed something frosty. All right, and we're going to just kind of go over this. Much better, much, much better. Okay. And then I'm going to go off the edge so that I don't do the actual edges. All right, let's get a little bit of this. All right, I like that. I like that much, much better. All right, and then I think what I want to do, see how that, I like that much better, y'all. All right, so let's come in here. We're going to dry this. Let's see what we get. I think I want to do, all right, let's dry this because I want to do some like snow on the background of this. Hey, Valerie, how are you? Hi, Amanda. All right, let's start background. All right, show y'all what we have. So this is our background. See how it's got like a shimmer to it? All right, so we're going to take that. So now what I want to do is I want to put some snow on here. And I'm going to take a fan brush and some white paint. I've got these little containers of paint. And I'm going to, how do I want to do this, y'all? All right, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and I'm going to put some water on this tray. A little bit of blue in it, but that's not going to matter. Let's get that out of there. All right, so a little bit of water. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and I'm going to pick up some of this white paint. Maybe I need a little bit more. I want it to be kind of runny. Oops. All right, let's see what we're going to get here. Oh, this is good. This is what I wanted. All right, and we'll clean the brush. And we're going to come in here, and since we're already in the white, all right, so see, there we go. We got like a little bit of snow here. And we grab a paper towel and clean this up. All right, we got our burr. Our burr is going to go over here. Oh, that's going to be cute. That is going to be cute, y'all. All right, so the next thing I want to do is I'm going to take my brush. I'm going to try and see if I have one. We're going to, let's see here. I'm not going to use that, but I will use this guy here. So let's come in here with our white, and we're going to paint his face. Y'all, this is going to be so adorable when it gets done. And I think I want to go around the edges and maybe like that light frost or something, just to give this a little bit more of an icy look to it. Okay, we've got that. Let's see if I need anything else white. Oh, we need the snowflakes white, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and... I love the smell of this. It's like a campfire. You know, it's funny how... whoops. All right, there's one snowflake. And then I'm going to come in here. I want to do this in like a metallic. So I've got some, this did not come with the metallic, but I want to do this in a metallic. All right, so we're going to do our snowflakes. Probably could do some of those with a little bit of frost also. All right, and then we're going to come back over this. Is this dry? Pretty dry. All right, so we're going to go over this one more time. So we get a nice, good base coat. So what do y'all have planned for this weekend? Tomorrow is the first day of November. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Gonna be Christmas here anytime soon. And so I just thought that these would make cute gifts this year. So you all are gonna be seeing me make some ornaments. All right, there we go. We got that. We got that. Now I'm going to do one more coat on these. Oh, that's not dry. Ah! I knew that was going to happen. All right, hang on. I lost me a snowflake. There it is. There it is. Let's see if I can grab it. Got it. Got it, got it, got it. All right, that did not work so well. All right, let's try it. See if I can just dab a little bit more. Oh, you know what I need to do? Hold on. Hold on. I got an idea. I'm gonna tape these down because they just want to blow. They want to blow away. So we're gonna take some tape. Let's take some painter's tape and put it on my board, a glass mat, and then this way they won't blow around. All right, here we go. Let's put all of these little pieces on here, and then we need his nose. All right, now let's go ahead and dry these. Come back right, and we'll put another coat on this snowflake. There we go. And then I think what I want to do, I think I have like a pearl white in here somewhere. Yep, I do. Let's put this on top. Let's put that on top. Let's see what I do with my brush. Clean our brush. I'm not so sure about this brush. Not so sure about that, y'all. All right, let me put a little bit of this pearl on here. Don't need much, and we're going to come in here and we are just going to, I'm going to add just a little bit of shimmer to this because we want, I'm going to actually, I think I'm going to do the snowman too, y'all. I think I'm going to do this in the frost. Remember, if you're going to do any kind of metallic, you want to do your matte first and then come back over. Oh yeah, this is good. This is shiny now. You know how like the sun glistens off of the snow? This looks more like a snowman. All right, I like that. I like that better. All right, and then we're going to do this part here. We'll let this dry. I like that. Okay, that's much better. And then we got the snow. All right, so we've got that. All right, what other colors do we need? I think we're done with the white. So I have a silver here. I want to do, oh, we got to do, where's his, oh, there's his arm. All right, so let's put his arm on here. These are some itty bitty pieces, y'all. All right. So we've got our burr. Here's our burr. Our burr is, all right, this is dry now. Okay, so we got our snowy night. And we're going to put that on there. And then somewhere around here, we're going to add our snowman. Looks like we need to put his face on here. And his buttons. Oh, this is going to be so cute. Oh, it's going to be so cute. All right, so let's get some silver. I want to get some silver because we want, hoping this is going to cover. We're going to see if this is going to work. Let's get a clean brush. All right, let's see what we're going to get with this. Oh, yeah. This is going to be like the silver little clip up at the top. Oh, this is good. Good choice. So if you work with your paint enough, you learn that. All right, let me get that out of there. You learn which colors you like and what colors do what. All right, so there we go. So this is, so we've got this as a metallic. And we're going to put that up at the top. That's going to go in the water. All right, we got just a couple more things to do. We're going to do, let's start with the red. And we're going to dip in this brush and we're going to do this little heart here. All right, probably should have done the orange first. Seth, yeah. Not tonight, but the other day, Pat Hill said that she wanted to borrow you. I said she can't have you.
Not after today.
When we made the chicken pot pie stuff, They,
Oh, you're talking about the cauliflower rice thing?
yeah, she says she wanted to borrow you. I said,
that was super easy. Anybody can do that.
I know. Well, I gave them the recipe, so, but it's not the same as having.
Today was the hard day.
It was a hard day. We had Swedish meatballs for dinner, for lunch today, y'all. My husband came back from his mom's house, and we test drove a car, and love the car, love the car. And we just we're praying for the money to buy it because it's expensive. I remember when my parents paid $3,000 for a Pinto.
You can't even hardly get a good use car.
Well, I was thinking that's a car payment for some people. Right?
Yeah.
All right, so there is that. Now we need black and brown. So let's go with brown first, and then we'll go with black. And we're going to do his little arm here. Kind of like a stain. This is his tree branch arm. Okay, we got that. Now we're going to go in with the black. These little guys are hard to snap. Yeah, Seth made Swedish meatballs for everybody for lunch today. And he used 3 pounds of hamburger. By the end of it, he was pretty much done. I told him he'll appreciate his wife in the future. When she's home cooking and cleaning and taking care of the kids, he will appreciate all the effort that goes into that. All right, here we go. All right, I'm going to leave the buttons in the flat. All right, so let's do, I think what I want to do, all right, so we're done with this. And I do need a little bit more black. So let me get these out of the way, because otherwise I'll stick my hand or my shirt in them. And I want to get just a little bit of black. I don't have enough in that container that it came with. All right, ooh, that's way more than I'm going to need. And the back of a paintbrush. And we are going to give him some eyes. Just use the back of a paintbrush. You'll get your dots. Make sure you offload so that you don't have a big old blob. Okay, and he looks kind of googly-eyed. There's his face. All right, I'll wipe that off. All right, let's see what else we have. Now, what I want to do is I think I want to come in here with like a liner brush. Let me get a liner brush. That is a long, skinny brush. Actually, I might be able to use, this one is smaller. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so let me get, I think I want to get a little bit, just a little bit of brown on this. All right, let me get it wet. Then we're going to come in here. There's not much in here. All right, let's go with this. Let's go. Gotta hold your mouth just right to get this. Okay, that'll work. All right, and I'm gonna just dab a little more brown on here. Okay, and all right, so we got our heart. We got that. There's our snowflakes. So we'll go with our snowflakes. All right, let's see what we have, y'all. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. I'm going to get a small brush. This one will work. I'm going to take my liner brush, whichever one this was. Oh, here it is. And I want to get just a small dab of white. Just a tiny, tiny bit. And put it in his eye. There we go. And that's good. Okay. I'm going to rinse that off. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this brush here, and I want to this pearlized color, this blue. I'm going to get just a little bit on the paintbrush here, and just kind of go around the edges. Just to give it a little tiny bit of an ice color. Oops. All right, and then we're going to come back. I need a little bit more white in here because it's a little bit too blue. Here we go. Oops. I smudged his eye. No smudging. All right, let me grab some white. I got to get some white that'll cover that up. Because remember that the pearl color doesn't always cover everything up. And then I'll go back over it with some more of the pearl. Got a little bit of blue on there. All right, now we're going to come in here and I'm going to add a little bit of the pearl to this. Got just a small amount of the blue along the edges. Okay. All right, there's his face. Gonna kind of get in between. All right, let's put that down and dry it. All right, I think that's everything, y'all. Let's see what we have. We'll start gluing this together. Let me grab some glue. Get my quick dry in. All right, here we go. Let's put them together. All right, so we've got our burr here. So let's go ahead. I think what I want to do, plastic. All right, I'm going to just go ahead and I have found that this works better if I just open it up and put a stick down in it. Okay, this is fast drying, fast stick or something like that. Just gonna put this on here. All right, here we go. If I can find where this is gonna go, right in here. And then I'm gonna take a paintbrush. That one's not stiff enough. And I'm gonna go around the edges of this so that you can't see the glue. Okay. All right, here we go. We're going to do the next one. We're going to put the snowman on now. Just stick it on there. Spread it around. Stick his head on. I guess this guy doesn't have a hat. Okay. There he goes. Now we'll put his little arms on. All right, let's get our brush. Where is our little brush? This one. And we're going to come around here and clean this up. Okay. All right, we're almost done. I think I want to, do I want to add a little bit of light blue to this? I think there's a part of me that wants to, but maybe not. All right, so here we go. Let's put this piece on next. It's not quite enough. I don't want to put too much on there either. All right, there we go. We've got this is silver. I like that because that's the way ornaments are. And then we're going to stick a snowflake on top. And we're going to go, let's see which way these go. Does it matter? Oops. I don't think it matters. All right, here we go. All right, and now we've got our little heart. Aww. Let's put his buttons on so they're straight. And we'll put a snowflake down here at the bottom, y'all. This is so cute. I like things that make you smile. I don't like scary stuff. I don't think we were created to like horror movies and stuff like that. Jesus always talks about being in peace. We can't be in peace when we're being horrified, right? All right, here we go. There's his nose. Oh my gosh. How stinking cute is that? Do I have everything? I think those are all the pieces, y'all. So let me find. Oh my gosh. All right, we're going to throw the stick away. I don't need the stick. Or maybe I'll keep the stick. I'll use the stick again next time. Ain't he cute?
Oh, he's nice.
All right, so the next thing we're going to do, let me wipe. I'm going to just save this stick for the next time I need it, because I'm going to need another stick. All right, so now what we're going to do is we are going to take and I may have to wait for this to dry some. All right, we're going to take one of these beads and this here. I guess we'll make it about that long. So hold on, hold on, hold on, hold the presses. All right, we're going to add this too here. So let's take our string. Whoop, I thought this was, all right, so I'm going to have to cut this. All right, let's see what we got here. That should be more than enough. Not, I've got more. All right, so what we're going to do is we hope that this is kind of dry. Let's take this and run this through the front. And we're going to come back and we're going to put these through the loop. And before we secure the loop, we are going to take and put this piece of ribbon in here. Kind of scrunch it and pull it. Just to get a little bit of color. Let me straighten this up. So y'all be praying that God sends us the money for this vehicle. I believe that this is our next vehicle. All right, this is good. So I'm going to take and I'm going to tie a knot in this. And I'm going to do what my dad did. You're going to loop it through once, and then you're going to loop it through a second time. And then you don't need somebody with an extra finger to hold it for you. All right, then I'm going to tie it in a knot. And now we're going to take, and we're going to run this through the bead, I think. I may have to put a piece of tape on this. Let's see here. There we go. Sometimes if you can't get it, you can put a piece of tape on there. All right, so now we got a ball at the top. And we're going to tie it once. Tie it twice, right over left, left over right, and then I'm going to start this way and see what we get. So we're going to take and we're going to tie this, and then we're going to come back and we're going to tie it one more time, put it in a square knot, old Girl Scout style. How many former Girl Scouts do we have out there? All right, let's see if that's going to hang straight. Knot's a little crooked. All right, hang on. There we go. And then I'm going to do one more knot for good measure. And that's going to be perfect. All right, this is what we have, y'all. Look at this. Check it out. Hey, Roger. Isn't he cute? All right, so here we go. We got us an ornament. How cute is that? I think I'm going to probably, I may go ahead offline. I don't know. I think it's okay on the back. I could write my name on it. Merry Christmas, Julie Belcher. Y'all, check him out. Check him out. How cute is that? All right. So this is what we have for tonight. We got us a little snowman Christmas ornament. And thanks for joining me. I hope y'all have an awesome night. And I will see you in November. Tomorrow is November. Y'all have a great night. I love you. Jesus loves you the most. And thanks for watching. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.